So in this part of the video, we're going to be reading data from our database, and reading data is probably the most common way to interact with a database, right? Data stores all this data, and we need to be able to read from it. So in the last video, we quickly showed at the end the find many method, which will basically find all the users. So let's just run that one more time real quick. Run dev, and we should have 4 users, okay? Another method that we can use in regards to reading our data is to find the first user, or the first resource. So const user is equal to await prisma.user.find first. So it's going to find the very first one in our database, which should be this one right here, ID of one and Uzumaki at example.com. So of course we'll log it out. We'll log everything out, and we'll run clear npm run dev. There we go. That's the first user. Okay. And we could also say, let's find a user by ID. So we want to find a user by their ID, which is probably one of the most common ways to find the resource, by the unique identifier. So find user, or const user, is equal to await prisma.user.find unique. So you could use find first, but find unique is better if you know that the way you're searching for the user is a unique field, like an ID. Every user has a unique ID. And what we're going to use here is the where clause, right? So where what? Where the ID is 2. So that should be Sasuke. So let's go ahead and run that. Perfect. ID 2, Uchiha example.com, name Sasuke Uchiha. We could also, of course, find it by other unique fields, such as, if you recall from our schema, the email is a unique field. Email. So let's find it by an email. And of course it's yelling at us because email can't be 2. 2 is a number. Email should be a string. So we can put an email in like n.uzumaki at example.com. And of course we should get ID1 and Uzumaki at example.com, name null. You can find the ID, find the user by their email. Okay. And we could also use filters. Whenever something like we want to find a user that's maybe not by unique ID. So for example, we can do something like this. Let's find the first user whose last name ends with Uchiha. So we'll find the first where the name, and then if you want to use a subfilter, we'll open up another pair of brackets here. Okay? You might not like this nesting, but it's very logical. So where the name, we have all these filters, we're going to go over these later, but I just want to go with equals Uchiha. Okay, so this should be Sasuke again because he was the first one we inserted. Oh, we have null. So why? Equals. Oh, okay, because our name is just, if you remember, our name is, we don't have a first name, last name. We just have name, which has the first name and last name in it. So instead of equals, let's use ends with. It ends with Uchiha. There we go. And we have Sasuke Uchiha. So again, remember the name is the full name. Before I wrote equals, but this does not equal Uchiha. It equals Sasuke Uchiha. Okay, and that's reading your database. We can go much more deeper in this, but this should get you started with basic reading of many users, unique users and filtered users.